It took me many years to grasp what was going on, where I would see things that nobody else would see. And sometimes I can get so descriptive, but I hold back because I'm not God. I'm just me. As the Cabaret Psychic medium, I walk into a room totally cold. I don't know anyone in the room. I start my readings, ask their first name, date of birth. I write the stuff down. I'll write information that I'm given from the spirit. I'm there to help every individual in the room. Tell me about Father's region of the chest.
He had heart problems.
Okay. Now, does your son ever talk, of course he probably talks about his grandpa, does he ever say he sees his grandpa or feel him?
He did one time with
Okay.
us. We saw him on the Ring doorbell. He was
Okay.
outside talking in the sky.
Okay.
And he just kept looking up, and I heard him say, "Grandpa."
Right.
I called my wife, and we immediately called my dad, who was still alive at the time, and asked if he was okay. He said he was okay, and we realized that he was talking to my wife's father.
I started crying at work when my husband showed me the Ring doorbell clip, and I said, call your dad and make sure he's okay. And he was okay, and I said he was talking to my dad, and our little guy never met him. So I thought that was, it was just amazing, because I felt like, my dad was watching over us.
I believe I was given this gift to help people that are crying for help, that need help, so they could understand where their loved one went.
So the first time I met Ed, I was working a regular day at Paradise Island, and I walked by one of the cabanas, and Ed pulled me over, and he goes, "I want to read you. Your birthday's in August, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay," well, had me a little intrigued, so I sat down, and he started reading me, and he told me my first house I ever bought was on the water. He said the second house I was going to buy was on the cliff. He got that right. He told me that I was going to own the place in 2019, which was true, and he just kept saying one thing after another, that everything was right.
Who would you like from above to say, "I love you"?
My sister.
I love you. All right. Tell me about a ring, and your sister, a ring.
I gave her a ring when I got married.
Okay. What you saw of your sister as she was passing is not what I see her as now. All right, you understand that? Apparently, there's also a young man in the family that may have passed away a long time ago that was there to greet her and bring her forward. Do you know who that is?
My cousin, Stephen.
As we said earlier, the ring became very important because you gave it to her, so that's how we're recognizing her through the ring. And never mind the stuff that she borrowed that she didn't return.
Yeah.
Any information that I'm given from loved ones that are no longer here. And I work diligently with them just to show them there is something more than just being here. Tell me about the fire.
Father was a fireman.
Okay.
You keep saying legs.
Okay.
He had cancer, his bone in his legs. He could not walk.
Are you a good cook?
Yeah,
All right. Who was a bad cook?
a lot of people.
No, we're going to snip around that one because he says, when I went like this, somebody...
He's a picky eater.
Okay, that's what it is.
Complained about all the food
All right.
everybody's-
I'm sorry to tell you, he didn't think you were a great cook either.
He would agree with you probably.
Ed was able to communicate with me, not only with my grandfather who passed away on that day 12 years ago, he was also able to communicate with my other grandfather who I hadn't spoken to. I finally felt a sense of relief that, wow, okay, there actually is an afterlife. These people are actually with me, and I know that they'll be with me for the rest of my life.
I can turn the dial to hear the other side. It's like a radio station, radio dial, where you're fine-tuning to get that frequency, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Mentally, I'm setting up the radio, and I just turn it ever so much. Do you have Dad's wallet?
I have a money clip.
Money clip. What would you want Dad to say to you, that you were wrong at what went on, or that you were right? I already wrote it down.
I was right.
You were right. Thank you. For many people, I'm a conduit to their lost loved ones. They think they're lost, they're not lost. We are here, they are here. I just peek in between this little veil here. I can't enter it, but I could peek in and come back with some information. Do you know a person named John? Who is that to you?
A neighbor.
John is good? Or does John have difficulty. Okay. Do you know a James?
James is the son of John, who is in the hospital on a respirator.
Okay. Was it due to a substance?
Yes.
There's a little problem in the family, so he kind of uses the substance as an escape.
Yeah, he lost his mom suddenly and his brother a few months back suddenly.
So this kid is in pain, so I'd like them to go there and just talk to him, even though they think he can't hear, because he could hear everything.
When I went to see Ed, I was looking to speak to somebody who had passed away. Ed really gave me a lot of information from start to finish. I did have such an enlightening experience with Ed that I recommended my father and multiple other people.
You walked into an area, and I'm not going to be descriptive, and there's a black bag there. Yes, it was me.
He had passed suddenly. He was in a nursing home, but we thought he was getting out of that, and he passed, and his wife called me, my sister-in-law, and said, could you please bring his belongings to the funeral parlor? I got there, and the door was unlocked, and there was nobody in the building. And I went in there, and I figured, okay, I'll leave his belongings there, and then there was a room that was, the door was ajar, and there was a...
Of course, you peeked in.
I peeked in.
That's why he said, yes, it was me.
I'd always wondered whether it was, because the timing was...
Yes, it was me.
So after my experience at the Cabaret Psychic and seeing everybody else's experience, I decided to go for my own. I could not believe everything that was being told to me, from my past to my present to the future. He is just absolutely phenomenal. I would recommend Ed for any reading, because everything he says will happen, has happened, and will come true.
So throughout the process, he kept saying, somebody in the room has a hurt leg, somebody with a hurt leg. It turns out my husband was in a motorcycle accident a month ago, and he broke his leg.
He was fabulous. He really just nailed it. Anything that I had in my mind, he addressed, and you really have to see his show. He's fabulous.
It was a really awesome experience seeing everybody just being, I guess, they're getting affirmations that they needed from their loved ones who had passed, and hopefully it brought them a lot of peace.
I live on Staten Island. I have a family. I'm a grandfather. I'm just an ordinary guy that does an unusual thing. I do these shows so I can help the masses, deliver messages to each individual, the believers and the non-believers. How about you come with me on this journey? We're going to travel to different places, hotels, restaurants. You're going to travel with me across country to help all the individuals that truly need help.